Oh my goodness. Today is going to be a weird day. I can already see it. But Riley and I got up this morning a little bit later than normal, and we're supposed to go to Bowie and meet my OG adventure buddy, Pam. And I am dragging this morning. Oh my goodness, I'm dragging so hard. I'm just really tired. Riley gave me this melatonin thing last night because sometimes I have a hard time sleeping, and it worked, but now I feel really sluggish. So I'm trying to get it together, and then we're going to go on another Texas adventure. But Riley's also running a little slow today. Riley.
Hello.
Hi.
And Tyson.
Hi, Ty.
Hello.
We have about an hour and a half before we have to be there.
What?
Yeah.
Great. Hello, boo boo.
Now, when we're on the road and we're having like a sluggish day, we're in separate vehicles. But since we're here at my base camp, I came in here and Riley was still on the couch, like kind of in her bed, and I didn't feel so bad because today is just a slow day. So on slow adventure days, that doesn't mean we don't adventure. It just means we get a little bit of a rockier start. But I'm very excited, so I'm trying to get it together. And we're going to go see Pam. It's going to be fun. But first, I think I need to put some clothes on and maybe even a little bit of makeup just to bring me to life. Okay, I've put myself together. I have my sunglasses for the road, and I think Riley is just about ready also. We're going to start off by going to get her oil changed because she's got to get road ready. This is a step in the process of getting ready to take the bigger journey. And then also, I think I'm going to show her a few small things in my hometown that are just kind of neat little artsy things. So we might stop off at the Bowie knife on the way to the oil change and let her see a world record. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. But we're going to be meeting Pam just a little bit after the noon hour. So that's going to be kind of cool. And I'm very excited because two of my adventure friends get together and just chit-chat just a little bit. And this will be really fun for me. So I'm hoping that it's fun for them too. We'll find out. Riley.
Yeah.
Are you about ready to go?
Yeah.
Woohoo! We're going to go to Bowie. Ooh, before we leave though, it looks like I might have a tree. I've been doing my tree card and it was super encouraging to get out and like walk more and then to kind of record my steps because it does good now. And so I get to claim my tree that I just planted and collect my points for it. And then after that, after it loads up, I'll be able to plant it on my tree island. So this is kind of cool. There's all my trees on a little tree island. And then I can go over here and get these little stars. And each of those stars gives me points that I can use to recycle plastics. And then I'm going to go in here and I have somewhere down here my trees. I got a little fir tree to plant. So I'm going to drag it into here somewhere. Let's see, probably somewhere over here. So maybe like move it in and right about there. So we planted a tree. Okay, so far they have planted 160 trees on my behalf, which is super awesome. I have now impacted, right here it shows 480 plastic bottles have been removed. And then of the trees, the 160 that I've planted, they've already put in the ground 128 of them. So that is pretty cool. Tyson's not as impressed, but I'm so excited. So let's get to walking. Let's get to planting some more trees. Thanks to you guys, that number has been a lot bigger because if you decide to do tree card and you recommend someone else does it, it automatically plants a tree on both of your behalves just for them doing the thing. And so I have been so motivated and inspired. So this year I've made a goal. Basically, it lets you plant 4 trees a week. So my goal is to hit that goal every single week where I get to plant the 4 trees, which that would be over 200 trees, right? That would be super cool. So my goal, I'm going to say, is 200 trees for 2024. And if you guys are wanting to join this tree adventure with me, it costs absolutely nothing. I've made a video about this before. I encourage you guys to go check it out to learn a little bit more about why this is important. But overall, let's plant trees together. So I get to ride in the Subaru. I haven't ridden in the Subaru in a while. This is going to be super fun. Riley cleared out her back seat for me, so she's going to get to drive. So time to go somewhere in the Subi. And, well, Tyson's not so happy because he doesn't get to go on this one. only because we're going into a restaurant and I don't think the restaurant allows him to be in there even if he's in his little special holder or anything. So I'm gonna go lock up, and Riley's gonna get the car revved up and running, and then we're off to go and do the stuff. Okay, that should be good. So I was initially very upset at the fact that my license situation was going to be a problem. And the more that I've kind of sunk into the fact that we're just kind of here, it's been okay. We've been doing a lot of things. We've been editing. We're getting to do these little tiny road trips. It's giving us a moment just to kind of do some cool stuff here at my base camp. And, you know, it could have turned into a really bad thing, but instead, I think we've made it into a positive. So I think Riley's ready. Let's go. So Riley's our driver, and it occurred to me she has no idea where we're going. So I'm literally going to be a backseat driver right now because I have to tell her where to go. This in no way, shape, or form is a reflection of what I normally like to do. So Riley, bear with me as you go to the left.
Okay.
Riley just made an awkward confession to me. I'm pretty sure that she'll put it on her channel. The more you know, and if you don't know, you'll have to watch the video whenever it comes out. Yeah. Okay, Riley, once we get into town, we're gonna stop off first at the world's largest Bowie knife.
We are?
Yes.
Sweet.
Because it's right as you come into town. It's super easy to access, and I think you're gonna love it. We are known for a lot of larger than life things here, and you can't take that away. So we're gonna see one of them, and it's the one that's in my hometown, which is kind of a cool one. I've shown all of my friends this whenever they've come here because it's just something that's just quirky and fun. But we're about to turn to the right up here. So we're going under the bridge, and then it'll be right on the right. Okay, we're here, and wow, is it bright today. It is a super bright day, but it is nice because it's been kind of gloomy here in Texas. So this is a perfect day for Riley to get out and stretch her legs a little bit and get to see a cool Texas adventure. Riley, are you ready?
So ready.
Do you see it?
I see it.
It's huge. Riley's over here just like reading along and doing a little bit for her channel. But I noticed that they have added a QR code out here, so that's pretty cool. You can cite a digital guest book now, so that's neat. Be interesting to see where everyone is from because people stop here all the time. Riley.
Yeah.
Do you want to see the Guinness plaque?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so right over here by the big Bowie knife on this plaque over here, that's where you'll find the Guinness plaque, I think. There it is. So now here it is. It's over 20 feet in length. It's huge. So this is a pretty busy stop. There's people who stop in here constantly. And I've actually met some of you guys who came here as a result of seeing it in a previous video. And that made me so happy. Oh, I love sharing my little hometown with you guys. Not here very often, but it's definitely worth it whenever I am. And whenever I get to share something with a friend, that's even better. The reason I do my videos is so that you guys can be encouraged to get out and live life more fully and find things that interest you. And places like this definitely are that for me, so I hope they are for you also. It's a tiny adventure, but it's something you can get out, drive for an afternoon and see, and then maybe eat in a different town or something like that. Riley's on her way back. Next up, we're gonna go get our oil changed. Hey Riley.
Yeah.
What'd you think about the world's largest Bowie knife?
It was really, really cool. It really is like so big and random, and that was really exciting. I love little like kitschy things like this.
Yay! We are gonna probably find some as we travel too. So now I'm gonna take Riley to the place that I get my oil changed. They're really fast, they're really efficient, and I've been coming to them literally since the beginning of my adventures. So they're right up this road, and it's called Allen's in Bowie, Texas. If you're ever passing through and you need an oil change, check out Allen's. They're really nice. So we'll just cut all the way through town, and it's just a little bit past downtown, which is where we're gonna be meeting Pam in a few minutes. Traveling the way I do, I don't necessarily get to see people as much that are my hometown friends, and I haven't seen Pam in a while. And I feel really bad about that because our schedules just have not aligned when I have been home. And so I'm so beyond words right now of getting to see Pam, but also getting to have Riley meet Pam, because these are two really important people in my world. I mean, when your friends get to like meet into like a mega group, it's kind of cool because like Pam knows me from well before I started my travels. I've known her since I was like 17 or 18 years old, and I am now much older, and we have seen each other through previous relationships. We have seen each other through, like, she has kiddos now. We've seen each other's successes, failures. We've been supportive of one another for a really long time. And when we get back together, it's just like no time has passed. So this is really fun. But then I get to integrate her into my world with Riley, who is one of my closest friends in my current life of adventuring. And I'm so thankful because the world has brought me to both of these people. And because of that, I have had just such incredibly supportive friendships. And I think that that's what's really amazing. You know, a lot of times when people start their journey on the road, they kind of just think that their old world just kind of fades to the side and they walk away from life, so to speak. And I've done that to some extent I walked away from what I was doing in Dallas and kind of founded a new way to pave my path, but I've kept in touch with all those people because I think that the people themselves were super positive for me in many of the cases. But I think that you can change your background and you can change your scenario, but you can keep the good from all of those kinds of people who like really sink life into you. And so this is a melding of the worlds, and it's like, you know how whenever they do the Power Ranger thing where everybody just like morphs, or like whenever somebody goes Super Saiyan and they like morph, or like whenever they put the Captain Planet rings together and they turn into like a mega group? That's me today. What was that?
Just the analogy. That's wow.
Normally I'm the one telling Riley, wow, this is my geek out moment. It is my time to shine. With that said, we're just gonna keep going straight just a little bit further up here. And as we're going through this area, kind of tucked into this alley over here, there's this really cool mural. I might show Riley that one in a minute. And there's a couple more like around that street over there also. Okay, right? That black and red right there, that's Allen's. We're going there. Okay, now we're gonna turn to the right here.
Right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you some cool stuff.
We're gonna look at cool stuff.
I want you to park next to this business right here, this Creative Cakes. Okay, so the reason why I wanted her to come over by Creative Cakes, which is the best place in Bowie if you want to get something sweet. They have cakes and cupcakes and cookies, and normally I would be like, let's go inside and get something sweet, but we're about to go eat lunch, so we're not doing that. But they also have the Bowie postcard, and I think every small town should have a little postcard to take a picture with. It's just something fun. It keeps your memory of that area, and so we're gonna go and take some pictures by the Bowie postcard. I'm not sure if anybody's put together a map of where you can find all of the murals, but they have so many and they just keep adding to them. So it's really cool here. And I think we're gonna see a couple of those today. Maybe a couple before we go eat and a couple after, maybe all of them before. I'm not sure yet, I haven't decided, but this is gonna be fun. Now, the nice thing about the postcard walls in every single place that I've ever been to is they echo kind of what the town is about. And here you have the Bowie Jackrabbit, which I, ironically, was the Bowie Jackrabbit. Yep, here's the mascot. And I was actually the mascot in both junior high and high school. So that's a little wild tidbit. We have the Texas flag, a Bowie knife, and some other cool stuff like the Longhorn, and Amon Carter Lake is over here. But we also have some oil things because Bowie's known for the oil business. And of course, because it's at Creative Cakes, there's tiny little cupcakes next to the Blue Bonnets. So that's Bowie in a nutshell on a postcard, and ready for you to come and take pictures, just like Riley did. Okay, back in the car we go and off to the next one, which is actually just around the block, but it's easier to drive over there because, again, we're going to lunch. Okay, for this one is actually a pretty cool one. This one is a portrait from a movie you might be familiar with. This is very cool, and it is one of the most graphic ones because of the amazing art that there is here. So we parked back in an alley, but well, I'll just show you. Riley's already digging in on this one. This one's the one that we went past earlier that I said you could see from the roadway. Pam just called. She's on her way to the rack, and that's where we're gonna meet. She's about to pull in, so we are about to go over there, and then we'll pick up our little tour of the murals in just a minute. Okay, we're now gonna be going into this section right over here. So we're gonna park somewhere in downtown, and then we're gonna go to that building right there where Pam should be there by the time we get there. I'm so excited. It's Pam! Okay, I have it to go, and that was super awesome. I feel so happy now. And now we're off to look at some more of these murals, but also I think that we're gonna go over to the Dollar Tree to pick up a few things that we need. So it's nice to see you, the rack. Always is. Okay, we're here, so in we go. Oh, it's so bright today. Oh, but in comparison to the nasty days, I am happy about that. So, inside we go. We just have a few things. This isn't anything really super important. These are just things that we need for the road, and maybe sooner rather than later, we'll be able to actually hit the road. Okay, got a couple things. Riley got a couple things to solve some problems. And now we're off. Riley just made a modification to her van thanks to the Dollar Tree. It's looking good. The things I picked up, one of them's gonna go in the van and one of them's gonna actually be for my base camp. I'm gonna do a couple more projects at my base camp before I hit the road so that I can keep my videos coming on my tiny home channel, which is Tiny Texas Living. But also there's just some things that I needed to get done before I hit the road because I don't like to have a really crazy looking house whenever I return. So yeah, I've got some work ahead of me, but good news is, still waiting on my license to get here, so I got a little bit of time. In the meantime, we're gonna head straight and we're gonna go check out a couple more murals. We're going down another alley, and there's a lot of traffic along this one, but next to Kimber Creek, which is a really cool place that has live music and like wine and stuff like that, you can see the giant Bowie. It's really cool. So I'm assuming Riley will dorky dance next to this one also. Hey Riley.
Yeah,
What do you think?
it's cool.
You're dorky dancing across
I am
Bowie?
dorky dancing across Bowie. What?
So apparently Riley was telling me about her really
This was already here.
bad experience, and then she directed me to here.
All of this popped out. You can kind of still see it popped out a little, and I just sort of tried to like push it back in. It's fine. It's fine.
Remember how I told you to go find out what happened? That's part of it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Is it though? Is it though? Okay, just around the corner from the one we were just at is another one, and this one I have not seen before. This one's kind of cool. That one was pretty cool. That's actually the Maddox family, and they have a long history here in this area. So that was kind of neat. There were also 2 jackrabbits on there, so that was cool. Now, I think we're gonna go over to, I think it's Ritzy Rags has the other one, and it has a VW, and it's really bright and fun colored. And so I thought that one would be a cool one, considering, you know, there's a lot of people that we know who drive around in Vanagons. And so I think this was based off of a Vanagon. I think, I'm not sure, but I'm so excited. And Ritzy Rags is a great place to go. It's like a secondhand shop that you can get all sorts of cool stuff. Ooh, I found some records, and I like this one. I've been looking for some more like of this kind of music, so I'm very excited. Oh my gosh, I had to pry myself out of the store because they just had a lot of cool stuff. And I'm looking for like one necklace that goes with everything on my travels, and I need something that's a bit longer, but I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. So now that I know they have tons of them, I may come back by here before I head out for the road because they have good selection. But In the meantime, I picked up a record. I'm so happy. And just like that, we are back from another fun Texas adventure. Today has been such a treat because I've been able to share a little bit of my hometown with Riley, and we've been able to see all the cool artwork. A lot of the places that we went today are really neat places that you could stop if you ever pass through. And don't forget that Bowie knife. The Bowie knife is definitely a reason to come to Bowie, Texas, because it is larger than life. It's a world record holder, and it puts us on the map in a very unique way. Now, I was super happy about today from the beginning whenever I knew that we were going to go meet up with Pam, but the memories that we shared just laughing about old times were great. And Pam had a pretty cool idea for me whenever I celebrate 10 years of travel. Currently, I have had 7 years on the road, so I have 3 years to plan this, but if we decide to do this, oh my goodness. And of course, you guys will come along if you're still here in 3 years. But for now, guys, remember, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. I got some things for the van that I'm going to be putting in there to help me just like get everything together a little bit more. And I'm going to be sharing those with you. I still have a few more days before my license gets here, so we have a couple more adventures here in Texas to go. And all in all, I'm really happy with how things are turning out. So I guess for now, at least, I'm going to call this one complete. Yeah, I think so. I have joy on my face. Riley!
Yep, there's a cat in here.
Oh no! I better go get the cat, guys. Bye!